I just love my home. It's where I find my peace, and I love my garden. I spend a lot of time in my garden ensuring that it is perfect. Like now you've come at a time when, because of the long rains coming, we are doing a lot of work. All the other palms you see around, I've planted them. I wake up in the morning, it doesn't matter how tired I am, I come to my garden, I look at these flowers and I say, oh God, this is God's nature. There's nothing as beautiful as what you see in nature.
Her nurturing skills are not limited to this garden that she holds dear. For nearly 29 years, Eunice Mathu has tended to another birding garden, contributing to the media space through the publication of one of the longest-running magazines in the country, the Parents magazine. In July 1986, a new magazine hit the vendor's rack. It was a 47-page long read, selling for 10 shillings to a thirsty market longing for a family read.
Lily, put it in the editorial public folder. I kept telling myself that I will start a publication that can cater for families in this country, help them in all areas of bringing up children, relationship. And this information at that time was not readily available.
Eunice Mathu had a dream to fill an existing void. Unknown to her were the challenges in navigating the complex publishing industry in Kenya, especially for a woman in her 20s and at the time.
When I started, I really didn't have any money. I used the little savings I had from my previous job. It was very little. So I had to do almost everything on my own. As a matter of fact, I was an editor, I was a messenger, I was a tea girl, until after about a month or so, and I was the advertising manager as well, until after a short while when I was able to start putting people on board.
And that would mark the beginning of a long-standing publication marked by successes that would define an ever-changing industry.
I would say the success of Parents comes from the fact that from the word go, we knew who we were, what we wanted to do, and we have maintained that. Parents has never changed. We've just been not changed in terms of the reason we started it, but we've been changing as the community changes. Because the parent of today, 28, 29 years later, because just about 9 years, is not the same parent as the parent who was raising young children in 1986.
But just how has Parents magazine continued to hold its own in an industry where the shelf life for magazines is not guaranteed?
The beauty we had with Parents is that it was an instant success. There had not been a publication of that nature in this country. There had not been a publication that talked about issues, even private issues like relationships, in such a candid manner. And I'm glad that we opened that door, because after that, now you see even newspapers, they have columns where they talk about relationships, they have talk about sex, they talk about all the other things that were taboo before, thanks to Parents, because we opened that door.
But for the editor-in-chief, her journey to success has not been all about her work. Her family is at the core of who she is.
Everything I do in my life, my family comes first. They have been very supportive, and so I can say I've raised my children and grown my business at the same time, and my pride today is to see that all of them are thriving, and God has been gracious to me because all those tasks were not easy to do at the same time, but none of them failed.
A woman of many firsts best describes Eunice Mathu, who is also among the founder members of the Media Owners Association and the Association of Media Women in Kenya.
And I believe it has done a great deal, to bring women together. Because when you are together, when you have one voice, you can achieve very much.
The sentiments of a woman who has proven time and time again that nothing beats the good old written word. Salim Bilu, Citizen Weekend.